I saw those engines firing, and it looked like it was over. It was going to smash, and then I saw the fire pour out from the left side, and I put it straight, and it came down so gently, and then it wrapped those arms around it, and it held it, and just like you hold your baby at night, your little baby. And it was a beautiful thing to see, and I called Elon. I said, Elon, was that you? He said, yes, it was. I said, who else can do that? Can Russia do it? No. Can China do it? No. Can the United States do it other than you? No. Nobody can do that. I said, that's why I love you, Elon. That's great.
Okay, that was President-elect Donald Trump on election night, for some reason bolstering the latest achievement of billionaire Elon Musk. So, according to a source close to Trump, he plans to accompany Musk today at the next SpaceX test launch. That's in Texas. While the friendship between the pair seems to be flourishing, there are reports that Musk has been clashing with others in Trump's inner circle. Joining us now to talk about that, national political correspondent for Politico, Meredith McGraw. Meredith, good to see you this morning. So let's start there with just this sort of outsized influence that Musk now has in Trump world. You know, he obviously was a big part of his election campaign and now seems ever present at Trump's sides. Talk to us as to how that's going, good and bad.
Musk is spending a lot of time in Trump's orbit, if you will, not to use a pun here, but Musk was he played a really important role in the 2024 election for Donald Trump. The Trump campaign outsourced a lot of their campaign's ground game to organizations like the PAC that Musk funded in Pennsylvania, for example. And he has been with Donald Trump ever since he won the election a few weeks ago. He's been with Donald Trump at the club as he's making important decisions about his cabinet, as he's been on the phone with world leaders, and as he's just gone about his day at Trump's clubs down in Palm Beach. And he's been offering his insight, he's been offering his input. At times he's been endorsing different people for different jobs. Most recently, Howard Lutnick for Treasury Secretary, which still has not been picked. And of course, Musk is also going to be in charge of this Department of Government Efficiency, which is going to be essentially a committee where people can make recommendations of areas to cut government waste. But for Musk, somebody who has these private companies, he's essentially going to be in charge of coming up with regulations for the very regulators who have control over some of the different parts of his companies.
Yeah, let's dig in a little closer on that new department, which is more of a blue ribbon panel than a department, and it's named after a cryptocurrency, Doge. Like, how real is this? Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy going to lead it. Like, how much power do you think it will really have? What sort of fundamental changes could it bring to the American government?
Well, you know, Elon Musk has talked about cutting as much as $2 trillion. Vivek Ramaswamy has talked about cutting different agencies and contractors. But like you said, this is essentially a blue ribbon committee. They're going to be taking recommendations from people from areas where they can cut waste. And ultimately, it's important to remember that Congress holds the purse strings for the budget. And so they'll be making recommendations for areas to cut, but it's really up to Congress.
So, Meredith, we've been talking a lot in recent days about how Donald Trump really doesn't like sharing the spotlight with anyone else. And Musk is someone who's just about as famous as he is, and it is seemingly everywhere right now. What are the chances? What are you hearing about some of the growing friction in the inner circle with Musk?
Well, some aides in Trump circles view Musk with some skepticism for how much time he's spending around Trump, for the input that he's been providing. But at the same time, we've seen how Trump's family members have really embraced him. Trump continues to marvel at Musk. He was with Donald Trump when he went to the UFC fight in New York. I was just watching a podcast yesterday with Donald Trump Jr., and he was basically gushing about Musk and how they spent time on the plane talking about different ideas about space. So I think there are some advisors and aides around Donald Trump who do feel like Musk is wearing out his welcome a little bit. And Trump has even joked about how he can't get rid of Musk at Mar-a-Lago. But for now, it does seem to be like there's some mutual fascination between Musk and Trump.
And a relationship that's going to require a lot of scrutiny going forward, considering all the contracts that Musk has with the U.S. government. You know, he has the ability to make decisions that could end up being very profitable for himself. We will stay on that.
So many conflicts of interest.